On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. What you know about juice? Making them moves that'll blow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional pain. I'm trapping this game, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pen full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an outer game with an auto flame. But a lot of hate, get above the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Drapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me, but it's TRB. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto.
What is going on? Gang, 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 gang. Whew. Good morning. Good morning. I actually just got to my second coffee. Look at that. You guys love the color of this coffee. Oh, man. Let's start the morning with some ugly coffee. I'm going to see throw up emojis. I'm going to see, I don't care. I got my coffee, so I'm happy. I'm happy. What's going on, gang, gang, gang? We're moving back up. Pretty wild. I'm coming into a buy zone. How was your guys' weekend? Let me know if it was good. Put a 1 in the chat. If it was not that good, put a 2 in the chat. But I had a great weekend. Hopefully you guys did as well. Too blessed to be stressed kind of deal. Married man, first week married. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. England has since departed. They have departed. England has departed back to the motherland. Okay, so all the guests have gone back to England. Okay, so. We're free. We're free. But now we got to prepare to be a dad. Preparing to be a dad. To all you dads out there, I need some advice. Okay, what do I do? What is my job as a father when it comes to supporting your wife through childbirth? Because I get no clue, guys. First, we can work on the jokes, though. Is it to make her laugh? Because I'm not going to succeed, okay? What does a grape... Oh, I already did this one. What does a grape do when you step on it? It whines. Yeah, we know that, okay? I can't flip a page this morning. Why did the Energizer Bunny go to jail? He was charged with battery. It's almost bad. Like that's almost like borderline. You shouldn't be saying that. What did the bunny do to you besides let your Game Boy work longer and stronger back in the day? Okay? So let's get into the charts. We'll get into the chat as well and say good morning to all of you absolute mad modder otter people, utterly fantastic people, and say hello to you guys. Because it's about you guys, right? I'm just secondary here yelling at a screen. So let's say educate them on criminal activities early. Oh, great. Good morning, Bird Next Door. Good morning, Slam Banjo. Good to see you guys. How you guys doing? Tony Soprano, what's going on? Amica mia. Hey. What's going on, bro? Hope you're doing well. We got Magnum DeFi in here. Bjorn. Good morning, gang. Let's see some otters in the chat. Come on, guys. Like, what are we? Are we tired this morning or what? Aaron, good morning to you. Rokinos, Abule, good to see you, Abule. Come on, Alex, let's go. Saying to like the stream, Lloyd Rogers, Spencer, good to see you, bro. Wonder Bar, hope you're doing well. Retro Mike Tech, my man. Jen Ceruleus, good to see you. Oh, man, look at all you guys. Freedom, Las Vegas. Good to see you, Guile. Is that like Kyle, but really cool? Guile, good to see you, man. Fud, I can't say it. Let's get after it relentlessly. I like that. Look at the otters. Now we're talking. Good morning, Wanderer. Good to see you guys. My guys. Okay, let's see it. Much love. Thank you guys for being here. It's Monday morning. We have had an interesting little morning. It seems as though that they want to possibly fake us out this morning. So it's going to be an interesting trading day, in my opinion. So we did give you these levels from previous. You know, the thing is, I mean, I'm not frustrated, but I get frustrated with some of this. So we come down and we hit our key level. Okay, so the Otter Gang level, right? This is a special level that we were anticipating price action to come visit. And it happens at 3 a.m. Okay, when we're all having a nice little sleep and it comes down and it hits it. So it's pretty annoying. But nonetheless, that's okay. But we were looking in this area, and we could still possibly look in this area for if it does come back down and trickle out. Like maybe we get false move this morning, and then we trickle down SFP bull div. Okay, that's very possible. But right now, it's like it's annoying because we had this level marked out on our charts from last week. We come down, we divert. Very nice move in here. We get that SFP down below, and it gets bought up really quickly. So really the trade was around 6 a.m. this morning to get long on the retracement, okay? I got up at around 6:45, so yeah. So really this was our long this morning for continuation to the upside. Never really got into that. So we reset, we readjust, we make a new plan. We look at some key areas. So I've gone through and I've made some key areas as well. With this, we are way above VWAP right now. So VWAP was down here. So we could return back down to VWAP, retest the highs. So a couple of interesting things to go over as well this morning with long-term time frames. They're looking quite juicy, in my opinion. Everything really but the 12-hour time frame. But we'll keep our eyes on the prize this morning for market open and all those things, and hopefully we can go through anything that you guys want to look at as well. Beautiful bounce. So when we get moves that we are typically not awake for, or not, when we get this sweep here, right? We get the sweep, we get the pushback, we get the retrace, we get the bounce and the continuation. We have to reset, right? And we can't chase this thing now. This is the number one thing I can say this morning, is that we can't just go long here. We have to have confluence, right? So we could look for possibly a retest back down to these highs, which is a golden pocket. We can look for a possible retest back down to these highs. Okay, it's gonna be interesting. We are currently getting rejected off of these lows over here. Okay, which is interesting enough. So we'll see if this continues to work down. Everybody going to get excited this morning off of this pump. Okay, so we don't want to be retail. We don't want to be chasing the price right now. We've created some liquidity to the upside as we've come up. So we look for something like this and then like this. And we look to jump on the bandwagon. Okay, but we want to jump on that bandwagon accordingly, in my opinion. So just a little bit of patience is going to be required this morning. Not wanting to just long into the idea that this continues. Okay, so we'll keep our eye on the prize here. I'm looking for VWAP to crawl up. We can pull from swing low to swing high here if we so like, and we can look for possible 382 bounce evens on the table. We look at our key levels here. We can see we just got rejected off of a key level. We have another key level at our 236, which I'm not concerned about right now. And then this level is actually, let's extend this up here, just to match up with this horizontal key volume level as well. So right now I'm looking for the bounce right around this area. Very simply looking for a bounce within here. Okay, so we're looking for a long somewhere around here. Patience will prevail this morning, back up to the golden pocket of the range here. And we're also looking for a little bit of a rejection. Now, the short isn't clearly defined as of yet, so we'll keep it up and to the right over here. And we'll just wait. But clearly that short, we can look to trade that back down into our zone down here, okay? That's our key zone. But we've had a nice move onwards and upwards, 3% move all of a sudden. Let's wait to see where we're going to go and execute a short if we're possibly going to do that. So kind of where I'm at right now, 59,000. That's kind of the area I'm looking for a retracement if we do get it, which is actually quite a bit of a move. It's a 1.5% move. We could just continue this push up, but we'll adjust to that closer to market open. It's only 8:15 right now, so we're going to go over the top-down analysis on Bitcoin really quickly, and then we can do some altcoins if you guys wish to kind of clarify maybe something you're looking at or whatever it is. But it's going to be a doozy of a week, okay? It's going to be a doozy of a week, and of course, I always suggest whenever we start a week to see where are we at, what are we looking at, how we can look to take advantage of price action and hopefully make some nice money. So that's what I'm going to do with you guys because, I'm going to do it for myself. So what do we know about this week? It's going to be a doozy of a week come Wednesday, Tuesday, okay? So going into a lot of data-driven whatever, BS, really. We'll see what they do with the numbers here, right? Let's see how they play with the numbers and act accordingly. Tomorrow morning, PPI is going to be an interesting one. Okay, we'll see how that moves. Price index, so that can move ish around if it comes very different to what's forecasted. Okay, also Wednesday is going to be the big one, right? Inflation. We're looking for cuts. We're looking for how this is going to affect. Watch out, flashbang. Good morning. Here's your flashbang. How's this going to affect our rate cuts, right? Our percentages are pretty much 50-50 right now. So we'll see. We're getting a cut. Depends how big of a cut, right? That's where we're at right now. We're getting a cut. Are they going to cut more than a quarter basis point? We'll have to see. Okay, so we're prepared for that. But we'll see how these numbers this week really affect this chart come Wednesday. So possibly we all get humped on Wednesday. We'll have to wait and find out. Good morning, Wick. How you doing? Archie Surf. How you doing? Please check Turbo. I can add that to the list, man. I can go for a little check. Blackie Chan, good morning to you, my man. Good morning to you. Goldie Crypto, good morning. Good morning. Crypto Wanderer, hope everyone had a great weekend. Let's get this money. See, that's the kindness I like to see in the chat. Good morning, Reapers. Is that like Jeepers Creepers, except Reapers, obviously? Dave Digital, good morning to you, my man. How you doing, bro? Hope you had a good weekend. Touched some grass. It was a great weekend for me. I played golf yesterday. So I was playing golf yesterday, and I mean, I practice golf, okay? Like I love the sport, la 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 la. I typically play once a week. And I played horrible yesterday. Like I was in the woods. I was in the bunkers. I probably owe them some money for how much grass I shot out of the. I just ripped the whole course up, and I typically shoot mid to low 80s in golf. So it's like a little bit better than bogey golf, I guess you would say. And I shot like a 93 yesterday. It was disgusting. It was bad. Anyways, bad golf score. However, the thing with golf is that when you're out there, you always hit like one shot, okay? One shot to rule them all. And I hit this one drive. It must have carried like 290, rolled out to like 310, and it was like right in front of the green, okay? And I walk. I always golf with a good friend. I walk. He hits his drive, and it's shorter than mine. So, when you drive by it, and you'd be like, "Oh man, I guess I'm gonna have to drop you off here because I'm all the way up here." It's one of those moments, where you have a good giggle, and that's what keeps you coming back, right? It's kind of like trading. If you don't manage your risk, I was thinking this. If you don't manage your risk, right, and you are not disciplined, you're gonna end up having these big losses, right? And it's gonna really deplete those big wins, that big drive, right? Those beautiful, like that one trade I had from 51,000, right? I'm out of that trade now, but that was a beautiful, like, massive trade, right? 51,000 all the way up to 61. I mean, amazing trade, right? But it's not without good risk management. And yesterday on the golf course, I probably lost about 8 golf balls. So that was poor risk management. I'm just I don't know how to explain it, but trading will keep you coming back because it'll give you those wins. But you're not going to enjoy those wins as much if you're not managing your risk. Meaning you're over trading, you're over leveraged, you're taking non-setup trades. These things are definitely going to impact your trading experience. Okay, so by taking those small losses that we talk about here, small losses. Small wins, big wins, right? But the key is the small losses, right? And that will keep the scorecard much better, okay? So definitely wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully that makes sense, because like we're here to make money. At the end of the day, we have a community, we have an amazing Discord, we crush it, but you're not going to enjoy those big wins if you're not having those small losses. If you're taking big losses, you're really going to ruin your experience as a trader, because there's nothing worse than, $100 loss, $200 loss, $300 loss, $600 win. So that's like, you're up $100, and it's like, come on, man. Like, wouldn't it be better 50-50, 600, right? You make 400, right? Whatever, right? Like your math has to math, okay? And that's why we emphasize having a strategy and having a plan when trading. Okay. That's why I asked you guys, what would you like for content, right? Trading strategies, price predictions, how to use tools video. Okay. or other. Let me know if there's anything else you would like me to do. So I got Turbo, Sui, ETH, and Tia. I'll keep adding some to the list. We're going to go through Bitcoin right now and just kind of what I've been looking at. Bitcoin seems to be rolling over after pushing up to a key level of resistance on our chart. Okay. We do have a little bit of support it's coming down to as well right now. So we'll see how that continues. Going over to our big chart here. So weekly candle close. Amazing stuff. Okay. So we were saying last night it has to hold this 58,200. It held. Okay. So bullish hammer candle, a little bit of a retrace back down. It's not a doji in my opinion, but it is. We did get a bit of a retrace back down. However, it did close positive, so that's a good sign on our weekly, and our weekly really remains the same. I'm looking for this to switch green on our stochastics for continuation, and really this is just a bigger version of this consolidation. This wedge here. Right, we had this wedge here. We broke out of this wedge here. And I'm looking at this wedge here for the same kind of pattern here. As you can see on market cipher, the only difference really being the money flow. We want to see the money flow continue to stay strong, really above, above that 10 kind of mark in here. So that's the weekly in a nutshell. However, with that close, we have turned up to the upside with VWAP. Okay, so that's a good sign. It's an aggressive pushback. As you can see, aggressive push out, aggressive pushback. It wasn't one of these lazy river kind of pushes. It was this is looking like a possible potential for a V-shaped recovery. And in anticipation for a green dot, if we push back this week, obviously this week is very, very fresh. So we're not going to put too much emphasis on our weekly right now, just understanding that it's a nice weekly candle considering we jumped all the way down to 49,000 just to push back up within our range, okay? The good thing is that like our 5-day and our 3-day, they're all starting to turn up towards the zero line, looking relatively strong, okay? Money is coming out over time, but relatively strong to the upside. So this has good potential for continuation to the upside and ramping up from here with our anchor trigger wave here on our 3-day. So looking okay. We'll have, like I said, it's going to be an interesting week. So we'll see what, any sort of correction, which is kind of what I'm looking for this week, is a correction. Probably we'll see how 57,000 holds. 57,000 is kind of the line in the sand, I think, within this range. Okay, we're getting a red dot on our 2-day. Our 2-day is getting rejected off the zero line. We'll have to see how this closes in the next day in a bit. Okay, day and a half. That's going to be interesting as well. Okay, our daily. So the daily is, it's not my favorite. Okay, the daily is not my favorite. As we get into the daily and the 12-hour, they look a bit bearish in my opinion. Now, I'm not getting overly bearish, but I want to be realistic with you guys and say like, hey, we are still in this downtrend. Okay, and if we're going to continue this downtrend, we're at least looking to come down and sweep the lows here. So what you can see here is that we have clearly, we've come up, we've put in the lower high, the lower low, and this is just another lower high. So we want to see a higher low come in and then that high be broken. Okay, that's this high be broken, right? So we want to see something to the extent of this. Now we're all going to be desperately wanting to catch this trade here if we are going to have a big push up. Now I'm not convinced on the push up as of yet, but this is what we're looking for in general. I would really like to see us hold 57,000, hold this range, and remain really above this value area low. We have since fallen below it, so getting above there and holding above 60,000 is going to be quite crucial for continuation back up into the middle of this range, at least up to about 65,000 here, where we can see our volume is coming in. If we do push short point of control, that's great too. 67,000, as we all know, big level of resistance. Okay, so right now we want to see, we have this downtrend. We want to see this hold higher high continuation out if we're going to be bullish, right? If not, we will see how we trickle down here, right? We could have equal lows, sweep of the lows, right? Very possible. Very possible. We could see the bounce continuation here. But I think something of the likes of some chop and then continuation up. But we'll see. We're not here to predict the future. We're just here to put probabilities on our side. Now, what's concerning about this daily is we got this continuation here. We got rolling of the daily here. So this is like, I don't like this roundedness here. Also, money flow, right? Money flow is still thick and red, and VWAP just trying to push down, right? If VWAP flattens and then bounces, great. But right now, this is concerning in my opinion. Okay, the 12-hour too. So the 12-hour has since flipped red. So we flipped red on our 12-hour coming out of the market. And we have this like continuation here as well that I'm watching for anchor trigger. These little blips can be very, very powerful, pushing price right back down, right? So that's something else I'm keeping an eye on in the near future. Now we have had a pushback at our key level this morning, but it's early in the week, right? It's early in the week. I would like to see this VWAP continue to push up, right? Money come back in and off we go, but that's not realistic. What realistic is right now is we're looking for a little bit of a rejection. If we start seeing some green dots and some push up, well, then we can reconsider our idea, right? But I don't want to get overly bullish at this area just yet, okay? 8-hour money flow's been king lately, and really just kind of dictating which way we're going. So we want to see that higher highs, higher lows coming through on our money flow. We got VWAP posturing to the upside, which is positive, and we can see that our 8-hour has flipped green on the stochastics, and it looks to be curving here at the 0 line with our momentum wave, so this can ramp back in. Okay, so that's something else I'm watching. So these 8-hour, the 12-hour will have some better ideas, I think, by tomorrow and the day today. We still got 3 hours on this candle, so if we push up aggressively here, this could be almost a V-shaped recovery on our next candle on our 8-hour, so we'll have to wait and find out for this one. Now the 4-hour, we do have that trigger oscillating above the 0 line, right? And then the trigger pushing up. So this can be the bullish continuation, which leads to our 8-hour looking bullish as well. So pushing but cautious, right? Pushing but cautious. It's the money that concerns me on these shorter term time frames, where money is trying to come back in clearly. However, it's still red, right? It's still red, which still means, bleeding. So we're cautious there. John Foster, crypto. Yo, fam, good morning. What's going on? Wick, Michael, what's going on? Greetings from holidays. Hope you're doing well. Beefed up. Good evening. All long time being really busy, working hard. Awesome, man. Maybe a Band-Aid. What's going on, man? What's going on? Good to see you, Band-Aid. Ox, the doctor. Hello. Good to see you as well. Crypto Wisdom with Harley. Good morning. I'm new to this channel. Just started my crypto journey. Happy to be here. Otter gang. Welcome, Crypto Wisdom. Yeah, the goodies are in the Discord, right? The Discord is where the fun is, okay? Trading ideas. You got my TA, Brewberry's TA, all the levels, right? Like, Otter Gang level hasn't moved, and it was given in advance, right? You turn on our areas, right? We've bounced perfectly from that level, okay? So come hang on the Discord, ask lots of questions, go through some basic trading tutorials and stuff like that, and we'll hopefully help fill the blanks and work together to all make a life of freedom, right? Freedom, prosperity. Goodies, all the goodies, man. Avoulet, golf is only a rich man's sport. My man Alex is flying. I like my golf, man. Great, but hot AF. Yeah, we've had like crazy rain here lately in Canada. I mean, it's hot. It's like 34, 35, which is like 100 Fahrenheit, I think, around there. But it's been really rainy lately. going back to our top-down analysis. So now we go into our ledgers, right? Our 3 or 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So looking at these, obviously some hopium on the 4 and the 5 with the push to the upside, looking for a confirmed green dot. Then, sorry here, wrong chart. Getting ahead of myself. Getting distracted by the chat. I blame you guys now. 5-hour crossing over, 0 line, looking a bit bullish, okay? Especially with this push up that we had this morning. 4-hour, got room. 3-hour, confirmed green dot. VWAP's a bit overextended, okay? So a bit extension from this previous candle that actually just printed half an hour ago. So this is kind of our newest kind of update, is that we're getting a bit overextended on VWAP. We have confirmation of this momentum wave. So this momentum wave today can come up to here. However, we watch the VWAP, because if the VWAP starts to turn down, then we look for this to follow suit, okay? Which inevitably brings price with it. So we watch that. 2-hour bounce off the 0 line. So it went red for a bit and then bounce with the money flow. That's a nice sign. Now we like to prioritize money flow a little bit more on the shorter term time frames because it is a slower oscillator, right? VWAP's very quick, momentum waves medium, and then money is slow, right? So always know your order of operations, right? Where we want to use the VWAP to kind of predict the momentum waves to inevitably lead the money flow. And by doing this, you can have great success with Market Cipher, right? And that's why we're sponsored by Market Cipher Trader. It's the only oscillator, in my opinion, that you need. You can use other tools. They always help. I love a VWAP, stuff like that. But you know how to use Market Cipher. I think it can be your ledger to success as well. Okay, so it looks like we're getting a push here in the short term here. It's 8:30. We're going to go through some of your altcoins as well. And also apologies for that Saturday stream. I mean, internet just kept going down. It was hella windy, so hopefully our internet holds up this week. This afternoon, I will be on Trading Wars as, a guest TA analysis for Trading Wars. So I will share that in the Discord as well. Love for you guys to come up and support the channel there. Reggie, what's going on, bro? Hope you're doing well. Alex, crypto. Just I canceled on Saturday because I didn't want to do any TA for Reggie. That's why. That's it. I was pretty bothered, man. I don't, you pay good money for fiber internet and then it just shits the bed on you. It's like, come on, mate. What the hell? You spend the money to hopefully, you want to be accountable to your community, and then that shit happens, and it's like, it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. So we have a golden pocket up here that I am curious about. We'll see if it does act as resistance alongside with a point of control here. So this is kind of an NPOC of this range here. I'll be eyeballing this level here for a possible rejection as well. 60,643 if we get up there. Okay, so there's quite a bit of possibilities. Right now, we've come up, we are testing these lows here. Okay, we had our bounce level that was given in advance. Of course, we're not up at 3 a.m., so we're not able to really analyze and take this trade. It has bounced. Bullish divergence, continuation, very simple trade. Now looking for a higher low and continuation up. We'll see if we get there. Right now, eyeballing this area right around 58,900. We'll see if we bounce from there. A little bit of patience this morning, okay? It might be a little bit slow today because their anticipation for PPI tomorrow and then interest rates on Wednesday. So we might have a little bit of a slow week this start to the week, but that's okay. Okay. Our shorter term time frames looking overextended here on our momentum waves, looking to come a little bit to the downside. We'll see how we have a reaction here. If we come and retest these highs. Keep our eye on the prize. 15-minute coming out. We'll see if the zero line holds. 8-minute. A lot of the same. Okay, so we'll keep our eye on Bitcoin. We'll go over some of your favorite altcoins. We'll look for any ideas within that, and then we'll continue to trade Bitcoin. If there's any other altcoins you guys want me to look at, just chuck them in the chat. We got Turbo, Sui, ETH, Tia. So far, so good. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here, smashing those like buttons. Hanging out with me this morning. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so it looks like we're rolling over a little bit here. This was a SF. I wouldn't say SFP. Equal highs looking to come back down. Fair value gap kind of in here. We'll see if we get there. Look to return to VWAP. That's quite a nice move here. If we lose this low here, we could possibly be looking for, if we roll over, so we didn't get that higher high here, so that's concerning. But if we lose this low here, that's a break of structure. We can look for a retest and continuation down. Quite possibly. I don't know if I want to fight this uptrend though. Trend is your friend, right? So we'll see what goes on with price action this morning. And we're going to go, life begins after Alex O and coffee. Salute. I'm on my second one already. Crypto Billy in the chat. What's going on, bro? We here. My man. Good morning, Billy. How are you doing, bro? I hope you had a good weekend, my man. Okay, so let's go and look at some of your altcoins here. Turbo time. It's turbo time. I always think of Jingle All the Way with Arnold there. Sheesh. Would you like some coffee with that creamer? I'm not even a double kind of guy. I put probably 2 sugars, 1 cream, but kind of thick this morning, isn't it? Yeah. Holy. Gonna add a little pop belly. Maybe because all of you guys keep criticizing my coffee, I will have to go and drink some tea. Okay, so turbo consolidation right now, break of this downtrend, V-shaped recovery into a range, right? So if we're looking at a range and where we're looking to get to, it's got to kind of keep it simple, especially on these meme coins. You can see where your resistance is. Yeah. And trying to reclaim, right? So your target should be to get above here, okay? Very clearly. Your big resistance is going to come in trying to get up to the highs, right? 00552. But this is your initial resistance, okay? Going into where we're at right now. Momentum to the upside, money's still red, okay? You would like to see this kind of crossover, right? Start making some progress to the upside. This is just very choppy, right? So buy the lows, sell the highs. If you're going to keep it simple, stupid kind of deal. So that's what I would be looking at. Now, going into our 1 hour, we can see banging our head off the point of control. Nice little bottoming here. Yeah, nice bull div here. So this is a nice bull div. So you're looking for that continuation. You've broken the high up here. So that's a nice sign. So that's a break of structure to the upside. So what you're looking for is a retracement and continuation. Okay, so revisiting previous highs is quite a good option. So I'd be looking somewhere around here. Let's see if that matches up with our golden pocket area. So there we go, revisiting the highs. Okay, so I would extend this down. I'd be looking for somewhere within this area for a retest. So just trying to keep it simple. Okay, I know this is a meme coin, but the TA typically gets respected. Your first kind of stop is your 382. I'm not convinced on the 382. I would, on a meme coin, I'm looking to manage risk mostly, right? So I'm looking to get in long here, protect myself somewhere below the lows using smaller amounts of leverage, and looking to target up to those highs that I gave you from before. So that's kind of what I'd be looking for on Turbo right now. For that retrace, continuation back up. Okay, back up to at least the value area high here, which is, 0043. We'll see if we get there. But a little bit of patience will prevail here on Turbo. It's in a very choppy consolidation. Okay, nice bull div though down here that typically can bring price at least up to the value area high of the range. Okay, that's something I would be looking for. Failed to make a lower low here on Bitcoin so far. Patience, patience, patience. Okay, we got the daily high. We got, okay, interesting. 58, 59, 240 is going to be an area of interest. What is that on our... previous daily high? No. What is going on here? I want it 59,240. You can see I'm trying to figure out what the heck. Which one is it? It's not flashing. Maybe it's got to be something. John Van Lil, thank you for the super chat. That's going to bug me now. Oh, that's just my standard deviation, isn't it? Standard deviation, yeah, it is. I'm being stupid, sorry. Yes, okay. John Van Lil, thank you for the super chat. Let's take a look at Myro for you, my man. So that's your setup here for Turbo. I'll share that with the Discord as per usual. Got to keep the Discord informed. Discord's where the value's at. Guys, come and hang out in the Discord. Great traders helping traders. Working together. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. So let's go over and take a look at Myro, another meme coin. So I always say with meme coins, you're going to get the percentages, right? So using better risk management is going to be key in any kind of thing that moves so degenerately. Is that a word? Degenerately? Raspberry tea is life. Mrs. Otter likes raspberry leaf tea. Yeah, she is all about, it's for gut health or something. I don't know. She's healthy as F. So, I mean, I'm just over here drinking whole cream. Okay, so looking at Myro for you, my man Johan. That worked out well. We got equal bottoms here, looking to push up. Okay, sheesh, what a beat down. Myro has. Okay. So Myro's absolutely. This is Solana's dog. Solana long. Coming back down to these lows. So you got a lot of work to do, man. Which is not a bad thing. I mean, if this thing does kick off again, you got a 4x pretty simply, right? I'd be looking at this trend line now. Something like that. Breakout retest. So I get that marked out. Are you going to go lower? Maybe that's your question. I mean, your liquidity resides down here. So get rid of this box. We had a buy level down below here. So within this region, if you roll over, right, short term breaking of this, retesting it. Okay, something like this, breakout, retest, continuation, right? Getting up here, breakout, retest, continuation. Okay, if you're going to continue down here, right? SFP of the lows, higher low, getting long here. Okay, so we're looking for longs, just not. I'm not convinced on the movement here. So what the way I'd be anticipating to get long, or if you're looking for a buy, I mean, I would rather buy. If I was going to buy a meme coin, it would be on spot. So I'd be looking here. We got a key level at 54 or 5.4 cents. So getting long here, maybe a small leverage position, but right now where we're at, I'm not looking for that. I want to see. What I would like to see here is the break of this high here. So getting up and above, breaking that high, then returning back down to this little trend line and then continuation. And that's where I'd look to go long. Okay, very simply. And then I can protect myself below this low here and target up to the top. Okay. Other than that, you're either looking for this scenario or you're looking for a SFP down below, and then you're looking for higher highs and higher lows on the way out. So you're looking for this thing to come down and create that, and then you're looking to get long on one of these, breaking hopefully some structure to the upside as well. Okay. Nice little move out here, but been trickling down all weekend, so cautiously optimistic here on Myro. What's Bitcoin doing? Okay, so we've broken the low here on Bitcoin. Yeah, just barely. Not by much. So we can look for continuation to the downside now. Maybe retest back in here. Something like this. I don't think it'd be that aggressive. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, Myro, it's got some work to do. Equal low, so this is a good sign. We'll see if it bottoms out. But yeah, the long is up here if it is going to do it. 0.9, yeah, that 0.9 cent area is going to be key. I think you also requested Duko. I've never looked at Duko. Duko, USDT, daily. Yeah, bro. I mean, this thing is clearly choppy. You're looking to buy this on spot, my man. This is Wick Central. This is yeah, disgusting in my opinion. So like, you're not looking to trade this. You're looking to buy this. If you believe in the project, you think it's going to do well, quite possibly. You're at the value area low. You're looking to manage your risk. Like, I mean, 2x leverage, right? Like something like this is a spot buy in my opinion. And if it does well, it does well. If not, I'm not dealing with this thing. The TA doesn't TA. It TAs, but it doesn't TA. You know what I mean? It's just not. You got lows here. Okay, so you've clearly held here. You do basic support and resistance, right? You can isolate price within the support and resistance here throughout. But you're looking for this to climb, right? Climb the ladder of support and resistance. Flipping. So anywhere down here, if you do believe it's doing well, that's your buy level, right? That's a discount level at a token that's, you know, if you're clearly defining your levels, this would be probably your premium zone up here, right? And then your discount zones down here, right? Premium, discount. So if you do think this is going to do well, I mean, that's a nice 3x, right? So thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. But I would never I would never bullshit you and tell you that this looks like a good buy. That's for damn sure. Sui was pumping. Okay. Consolidation here. This could turn into a flag. We got equal highs here, so this is something to look for a breakout of. This high here. Right? We'll see. We'll see. Thanks for the advice. No problem, man. It's not financial advice. Obviously, you got to do your own research, and Bitcoin is risky. Top 100 is risky. So know that it eventually just gets to becoming gambling. Sui was pumping. Sui. Everybody wants Sui. Sui's next on the list. Here, I will post the list so you guys can see it too. So I'm gonna go over Sui. Sui. Poor Sui. Chop Sui. So this is Raoul Powell. He loves this thing, doesn't he? He owns a lot of Sui. Wow, 22%. Nice move, Sui. Holy shit. 120x. I think some people are buying this thing at a cheap, right? Raoul Powell is like, dump it so I can buy more. Yeah, breakout continuation. Very nice. Very nice move on Sui. Sorry. I'm gonna keep saying it like that. I can't help it. It's too much fun. Maybe that's why it's pumping, because it's fun to say. I've seen things pump for a lot less good reasons. So you got highs up here. We can adjust these a little bit here now. Nah, I'm not going to adjust that one. I called the top right here. We got a range here. This is your lows of your range. With anything like this, like chasing prices, the last thing I will ever suggest to you guys, okay? The last thing. Now, in this case, chasing price would have paid, okay? Doesn't mean chasing price doesn't work. It means that the TA, in my opinion, doesn't TA, okay? So break the highs, retest the highs. So you have punched into a level of support that you're trying to hold now. That's what I can see here on this chart. Daily is pushed up, clearly a massive recovery for Sui. So you have highs here. This is kind of your barrier to entry into higher prices, right around 117. Okay, so that's your barrier to entry. If we get into a short-term time frame here, Chop Suey, what a tune. What an absolute banger. What a tune, as the Brits would say, a tune. Absolute parabolic push. Okay, so what goes up must come down, but not necessarily right away. Okay, so retesting these highs, somewhere I would be looking for, coming back down, revisiting. 98 cents for a swing failure pattern, maybe. We're above the psychological dollar. Okay, the psychological dollar is going to be significant. So within this area, let's extend this up a little bit. Let's call it a buck, right? Call it a buck. But that's where I would look for retracement. Okay, money flow's gorgeous, ramping up here. Overextension, you're going to get bear divs all the way up now. Bear divs, right? So massive push for Sui in the short term here. Consolidation, continuation. And getting above that 117. That 117 is going to be the doozy, because that would be a resistance to support flip, right? We'd be pushing into another level. Remember, we talk about laddering, right? So if you just zoom out on this thing and we look at the chart, right, you can clearly see the laddering. So this would be a range in here. You get above here, you hold it, right? You see the range here, you get above it, you hold it, right? You see the range here and up here, how it respected it. Okay, you get above here and you hold it. Okay. This creates a lot of liquidity though on the way up. So a lot of liquidity likes to be retaken. So something to acknowledge as well is that when we have these aggressive pushes up, always track momentum, right? I always suggest tracking momentum and look for the return to the momentum level. If this is lost, then we look to come back and we look to fill liquidity zones, which clearly here, right? This big order block. So we look to come back and fill this if the momentum is lost. Okay, if we chop down and break this trend line, we look to return and then continue. So you have some key levels here. Take them down. Don't chase price. That $1 level is going to be important. Okay. Okay, what do we have next? I posted the list. I don't even know. ETH, TIA, and Hbar. Hbar. That's how British people say H. 9 o'clock. We got half an hour till market opens. Thank you guys for being here, supporting the channel. Smash those like buttons. Let's get it out to more people. It's a beautiful Monday. It's a beautiful Monday. Ethereum. First, before we get to Ethereum, I'd like to look at total 3. Yeah, as expected. Okay, so we get a nice little retest of... I feel like a broken record. Retest of previous highs. Continuation to the upside. So you can see a possible little bit of a rotation. Let's see Bitcoin dominance. Is it coming out? Yes, it is. Oh, wee. Bitcoin dominance rolling over. Rotation into altcoins, right? That's what we're seeing right now. I guess we should track this. That's a nice... That's why we're seeing altcoins rip. Look at the altcoins. Aptos, TRB, TIA. I own quite a bit of TIA. That makes me happy. SEI. Injective. Ethereum. So we're going to go over to Ethereum, right? Oh, come on, magnet tool. Ethereum continuing to push. Okay, 2800. As we know, Ethereum 2800 is the all important one, right? Getting out of this range and above, right? So pushing back into this 2800 is going to be crucial for Ethereum. We'll see if it does get there. Let's pull up our levels. Don't need that yet. Okay, so 2800 target, right? Continuation. Trend line. Momentum to the upside, right? Looking for this thing to break these highs. Triple highs. This could be bearish if we get rejected from here, okay? Nonetheless, breakout, retest, continuation to the upside, okay? Target of 2800. Very simple, okay, but effective. Looking at market cipher. Yep. Money's coming in. Anchor, trigger, coming in, pushing up. Lots of room to the upside for Ethereum. Happy, happy days. Beautiful rounded bottom here. Continuation. So what I would be looking for, because we know 2800 is going to act as heavy resistance. Okay, heavy resistance, no bullshit resistance, heavy. I would look for it to push, even if it pushes up here, and wait for this rejection, because that would be making a higher high. Okay, so market structure is important here. So pushing up, breaking this high, eventually getting up to this area here, 2800. The rejection from there, coming back down to revisit these highs, is going to be where you want to get long, in my opinion. If not, Ethereum looks to trickle down and fill up these fair value gaps down below here, grabbing some liquidity before taking a crack at that $2,800 level. Okay. Nice move here. Kind of slow moving. Like I'm a pretty big ETH holder, so takes its time. It's taking its time, right? So whether we continue to push or not is going to be interesting. But we can see dominance is coming out. Our ETH Bitcoin chart, we can check that as well. But yeah, looking for the push up into this 2800 target zone. Breakout, retest, continuation, retrace, continuation. Okay. Looking strong. Let's go over to our BTC pairs here quickly and have a look there. Okay, so yeah, against Bitcoin, so we can see dominance coming out. We can see this is, if we do get rejected here, this is still going to be a flag. So watch your ETH BTC for something along the lines of this, where you flag out. Okay, that's revisiting these highs would be bearish if it gets rejected quite aggressively. Massive downtrend, right? Sweeping these lows, coming down in here, need to recover. Yeah, needs to recover. What's going on, Felix? Good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Kind of blank here for Bitcoin. Let's go over and take a look at Celestia. I've bought a lot of TIA, so hopefully it's crushing it. Okay. Doesn't look too crushing it on this time frame. I am, my man, winning some nice trades this week. Yeah, bro. Awesome, man. That's great. TIA is ramping up. Nice continuation. Strong momentum right now. Big push off the lows. Swing fail down below here. Very clear. Nice bull div, right? Lower lows, higher highs. Got some work to do. You can see that this $6.13 is going to be key resistance. Okay, getting above there is going to be crucial. Then zooming out here on our daily, just understanding that TIA has absolutely been rocked. Okay, and that's okay. A lot of things have been rocked. I'm trying to see if I see a decent trend. I want to go off this high here, pull back. All right, that works. You see that? Then you can extend this out. So I always like to go to a significant high, right? You saw how I did that. I go to a significant high and I pull it backwards, really, essentially. And you find where things kind of line up, right? And now you can extend it out. And you can see breakout retest of this trend line is going to be crucial, especially that $6.13. So you can see it came up, rejected once. So let's see that long term, bullish in my opinion. Holding this upwards momentum is going to be quite nice as well. Okay. Tia rejected at the golden pocket. Is that here? Here, Tony? Is that? Yeah. Okay. Flipping 613 is going to be important for Tia. A beautiful bounce off of the previous highs here. So retesting previous highs like we always talk about. Right? So continuation up. See if that trend line holds. Pushing above here. Flipping 613 to support. You can see it acted as support over here. Then we lost it and haven't been able to recover it. So it's got quite a bit of work to do if you're looking volume wise within here too. Yeah. Point of control. Getting above 660. 64. That's going to be important too. So this is a big area within here that the Tia's got to get through, right? Otherwise, pretty bearish. So getting above there, 650. Then we can really look for this thing to start working its way up. Okay. Right now, macro downtrend, right? So bottoming. Even when we get these bottomings, right? The key is to break structure to the upside. And we have yet to do that. We have swung up and we have not broken structure. We roll over, right? So we want to see that break of the highs for long-term macro and continuation. So you got a lot of work to do here on Tia, but nonetheless looking strong, looking to push and continue up. And I do hold Tia long-term, so we'll see how it works out. But those are kind of my ideas, my levels for Tia. So Bitcoin pushes up this morning, creates a lot of liquidity below us. Altcoins are ripping. Rotation from Bitcoin into altcoins. You can see the liquidity created on the way up. A little bit too early for my liking to get long this morning. If we fail to get above and break here, I would look for us to come back and revisit VWAP. Okay, that's the trade idea. No trades yet this morning. We are very choppy on Bitcoin. I think it might be like this for the next couple of days going into interest rate decisions, but you know, sometimes Bitcoin just doesn't care. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Let's go and take a look at Hbar. Okay. Market opens in 20 minutes. Thank you guys for being here. Subscribe to the channel. Join us in the free Discord. We'd love to have you. We also have a BloFin partnership alongside with BingX, and we are sponsored by Market Cypher. If you want to use any of those links, I'd greatly appreciate it. We do everything here for free. What do I mean we? Me and Mrs. Otter do everything here for free, and the mods here are just kind and generous and help us out along the way. Thank you to the mods, and thank you guys for supporting the channel. Okay. 1 second. I'm going to be right back. Mrs. Otter is up, and she is my beautiful pregnant wife, so she takes priority. And I will be right back. I'll leave you guys with some tunes, of course. I think it'll play. Does it play? We got music. Yeah, we do.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making them moves. That flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof. A building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm trapping this. So participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an outer game with an auto flame. With a lot of hate. Get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me, but it's TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto.
Should have taken the short. Oh, man. All right, so we got... Hbar to look at. We got 15 minutes. 64 viewers in here. Thank you guys for being here. Music's probably too loud this morning for people. A little rejection off of our mini level here. Just looking for that continuation. I'm not in a trade as of yet. I'm looking for this thing to... As Bitcoin consolidates this morning, I think it's rotating into altcoins, so we'll have to see. Going into Hbar, okay, so kind of a sloppy chart here. Build a new chart. Sometimes you just got to do it, man. Sometimes you just got to do it. Looking at Hbar here. Whew, ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Hbar has not done too swell, has it now? Hbar. Good old Hbar. A little volume spike there and a little spike here. Okay. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. We'll add one more. Now we can rock. Now we can rock, baby. Let's go. Blockchain burger. Rah, rah, rah. I'm sorry. I went there. It's Monday, man. We got to have fun. So Hbar here. Hbar is in a clear downtrend. trying to push onwards and upwards. A nice bottom here, continuation, probably a 786 bounce. Okay, so very similar to another chart that we were looking at. As we're pushing up here, we need to see this high taken out. Okay, so this high is going to be significant. Pushing up, taking the high, retracing back. That's where you want to get long. Okay, we're favoring longs this morning. A lot of things are pushing. The other option is that we SFP the low here. So we come down below. We get rejected because we're in a mini downtrend. It gets bought back up, grabbing liquidity within this area. Order block, liquidity. Make sure you guys learn about order blocks and liquidity. You can see how they reside within your charts. So coming back, retracing, creating some sort of bullish divergence here, pushing up. You're looking for the higher low. Okay, higher low on that will give you the idea for a trade. Until then, you don't really want to mess with this thing. You just want to be prepared. So preparing for this. This is a no trade zone. You are in the middle of this range quite clearly. So you want to buy at a discount or you want to sell at a premium, right? So this is coming out. This is trying to come back in. You see money's coming in as well. So Hbar right now, it's got a little bit of work to do. You can see where resistance is, and you can see where our support is. So you're either looking for that same trade, that SFP higher low, okay, that's where your long is, or your push back, break a structure continuation out of this high, okay? And that would be ideal, in my opinion, for more upside, okay? Thanks to you, Alex. Made a good TA live. Thanks, Aiko. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here, supporting the channel. Can I look at Orie? Yeah, I can look at Orie. We can go over Orie. Do I have Orie here? Yeah. Okay. Pardon me. This is pretty big. I mean, if you look at, I guess we go to this high here. To be fair, I like this trend line. That's a doozy. Now you can always, sharpen the knife, right? I guess you could say. So looking at Orie. Orie has been beaten up pretty aggressively, right? Value area low, holding this area as support. It's still making lows, right? So the thing with Orie is you got bullish divergence here. Yeah, you got bullish divergence here. So lower low, higher high. Higher low, sorry. I got to get used to saying that. Higher low. So looking for this to continue. Nice little push here. We can adjust this a little bit here. Point of control, keep that, bring that down there. Major resistance is going to be here, in my opinion. Let's get to our short-term time frames here. So now that we know our target, SFP, so that's a nice SFP. You know that liquidity resides down here. That's where your liquidity is. So that's where I'd be looking for a potential buy for continuation if we roll over, right? If this and this, right? And then you can see the highs are here, right? So the highs are here of this thing. That's also going to be resistance, right? So breaking this, flipping it to support, same kind of deal. Continuation, right? If not, continuation, right? So some work to do. You can mark out these highs as well if you want. Clearly coming into this area here. So it's got some work to do. It needs to get above this area right around $30. if it fails to get above $30, I look for it to return to 24. Okay, very simply. A lot of things are moving. We're up today, right? V-shaped recovery coming up, retesting these highs, right? The more times we hit these highs, the easier it's going to be to break through, because there'll be less selling pressure within this area. So this could just get rejected and come through here before really taking off. Okay, it's got some work to do. Getting above that $30 is going to be crucial, and then we can talk about 33. 33 is the big one because this is kind of the entry into starting to make some strong progress to the upside, and then clearly getting above this trend line is going to be crucial as well. And then that big trend line that we pointed out as well, that's a long ways away. So slow and steady wins the race. We'll see if it can continue to push here and get above. Okay. First barrier is $30, then 33. Keeping it simple. Should have taken that short. Should have taken that short. Okay. So triple top here, triple top pushing price down, a little bit of continuation to the downside, breaking structure. I wasn't keen on this candle here breaking structure to the downside. Okay, it did so, but it wasn't very clear. Okay, it didn't clearly break and close below and then come up and then retrace. Okay, so no bueno in my opinion. Are we going to take the continuation down? Not yet. Not yet. We got market open in 8 minutes. Okay, so market is typically pumped on open recently. So we'll see how it works out. Can you check link for possible inverse perp trade? Yeah, of course. We can do link quickly. Trading inverse perpetual. Very nice, my man. I'm not necessarily looking for that inverse perp trade until we get rate cuts. That's kind of where I'm at. But I do like your thinking. Link looks pretty bullish here. Now, why does Link look bullish here? Well, clearly it's push, but this kind of ascending triangle pattern is very, very nice, in my opinion. So, Link's trying to recover this $11. Okay, that's kind of the line in the sand here. And then $12 is going to be the key, right? $12 is kind of the key for Link here. $12.50. Yeah, $12.50. But getting above here first is going to be crucial. So $11. When we look at Link is a consolidator, right? Link likes to chop sideways and then pump, consolidate, dump, right? So getting back above this area is going to be crucial for Link just to hold that like $11. I think very, very. I'm pretty bullish on Link. Like I think Link can do extremely well over multiple cycles. Okay, that's just from research and understanding how it works. However, right now, I mean, you're gonna look at. I think people will look at $10 Link and laugh at themselves eventually. So build some bags at 8.4. Let's go. So if Bitcoin does roll over to that 57, like very possible to have this happen, but it doesn't look like it so far, right? Reclaim 11, continuation upwards. Short-term time frame, yeah, of course. It's got some work to do. Okay, got to get above here, right? Got to get above your breakout. This does look like some sort of ascending, breakout triangle. Really want to see, reclaiming highs as it works its way up. Okay, Link takes its time, but it does generally respect the ranges. So if it does get above here, then I would look for it to trade within here, right? Get above and continue to ladder its way within You can see that, okay? So you know that this is the resistance. If it does come back down, right? You would look for typically in this general area, right? Right now it doesn't look like it's going to do that. It looks like it wants to continue to push. I would look for these lows to hold as well, around 936. And we'll see if that can continue to push, okay? Bitcoin flagging out now. Is this significant, this low here or something? Like, what's going on? We have volume here. We have an... Yeah, Link is a range fan, but when it goes, it goes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It does like to rip. It does like to rip. So right now, I think, I hate that. I see that it's trying to hold this 59,500 area. It's not significant in my opinion, but seems to be battling for it, right? V-shaped recovery, consolidation down, retracement to our key box. I wanted to see a little bit lower. I would have liked to seen 57,000. I would have liked to seen 57,000. We didn't get it. There is some liquidity here at 55,000. Nothing yet. 4 hour looks good to the upside. VWAP crossover to the upside as well. What does the 8 hour say? VWAP bounce. Money's very... It looks like it wants to roll up money here, so... 5 hour looked bullish. 5 hour VWAP crossover. Anticipation for a green dot. One hour has room to the upside. VWAP's a bit overextended though. VWAP can come back down. You see something like this where we plateau and then continue. Something like that on our 1 hour for today. Sorry, that was the 2 hour. Apologies. 2 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour rejection from the 50% line on our stochastics. Stochastics is a good ledger. Okay, it's a good ledger. You can see the 12 hour stochastics got rejected last night, I believe. Yeah. And that kind of led to a little mini dump. One hour, watch it just the same, just not as heavily weighted on an aggressive move, but something to always watch. Okay, VWAP rolling over here, resetting almost as if it's resetting because VWAP's so quick, especially on these short-term time frames. If we get a couple candles, right, we come here and money is still flattening out, that can still be very bullish, right? Especially with momentum, a lot of room to the upside. $24. Okay, significant, much more of a significant low. We'll keep this here. That's interesting. More of an SFP though, so I'm not looking to trade this just yet. $5-minute. Got room to the downside here. You can raise this up a little bit here. Just a bit, just to see if we catch the previous highs over here. If we do come down. A lot of Not something I'm looking to trade just yet. It's no bueno in my opinion. What do we got? 0.5% of a range here? No. Clearly the trade was after understanding that we had our key level, given an advance in our Discord, but bullish divergence into our key level zone. We always talk about this, right? We get a bull div, we break back, we break the highs, clearly break the highs. So we're looking for the retest. Let's retested the lows. That's okay. Very easy trade. Get long here. This was at 5 a.m. So for us, wasn't available. 5 a.m. trade. I mean, I'm still snoozing. So that would have been the long here, back up to the golden pocket area, right? Would have worked out quite well. That's okay. We set the trade for the next one. That's all you can do, right? You don't chase this thing, right? Retail's probably longing this right now. We're like, okay, we're not participating in this. Right? I would look for rollover and continuation back down at VWAP. At least at the bottom of, at least to the tops here at 59,000. Market has opened. S&P is it's trying to recover. Hold this 5340 area on the S&P. Okay. How do we do on CME this weekend as well? Sorry, just going over. Gaps will be closed. Yep. Okay, so gaps were closed. Gap. We still got a little bit of... no, we don't. Okay, gap has been closed to the upside. Okay. The gaps are closed. No gaps left. Okay, so that's good. That's perfect. Gap close here as well. CME is fine. Dollar. Let's go look at our dollar. Can we look at Jasmine? Yeah, we can look at Jasmine in a bit. One sec. Dollar flagging out, looking for a rejection. Right? That's kind of what we established last week. Flagging out, looking for a rejection back down, looking for this continuation of the downtrend, right? So just looking for this on our dollar. Came up. This is pretty much perfectly. So we'll see if this continues to trickle out. Nonetheless, looking for the dollar to come out. So that short trade was the ideal trade this morning. So far, so good. I mean, lots of liquidity. People getting long late this morning, right? So price naturally wants to come back and grab them before continuing. Okay. What is the NASDAQ doing this morning? NASDAQ's recovering, pushing up. Okay. NASDAQ looking very choppy. I would look for NASDAQ to revisit these lows again. 18.4. Yeah. Indecision. Lots of indecision if it wants to go higher here, leading into interest rate decisions. I would look for something like that. So NASDAQ's very informative when looking at Bitcoin. It can give you some good ideas. Yeah, Dixie chopping. Okay, so some chop is to be expected today then. Whether we get some fluid motion is going to be very... Yeah, not convinced on this move as of yet. Coming back up a little bit here. Chop within here. Chop within here. Push back, grabbing some liquidity. So Cayman got this order block in here. So there's an order block in here. Cayman got that. Pushing back now. if we do break highs here, so we're clearly in a little downtrend here. If we do break highs here, we can look for a retest continuation back at the lows. But right now, this looks to be, I would say, coming down into here first and foremost before anything. Jasmine and Ton, yeah, we can look at them. We can look at them. I'm just going to track momentum on this thing this morning, see where we get to. Nice little rollover here coming. Nice move for Bitcoin. Come on. Triple top, rollover. Yeah, I see us coming down to 58.9. 58.9 is ideal. $58.9. Jasmine's got some work to do. Okay. Jasmine, nice rolling here, but we've lost the low. So this is that's a little bit bearish in my opinion. Jasmine coming out, putting in a lower low. Okay, so push up, lower low. This now needs to break structure to the downside. So I would track Jasmine this way, coming out here, looking for this trend line to be broken. Breakout, retest, continuation. Okay. Liquidity resides. That would make sense to me. So either you chop within this range, you get closer to that trend line, okay? Chopping within here, point of control, chop, 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 get to the trend line and you break out. Okay, taking out this high is going to be critical. Otherwise, you're in a continuation of a downtrend here and you're coming down here looking for the SFP, grabbing some liquidity, golden pocket area, higher high, higher low. That's where you're looking to get long on a break of structure to the upside. Okay, besides that, right now it looks like you're in a downtrend. Shorts are what you'd be favoring if you were me. I'd be looking for this to come back down in here, especially after losing this low. Okay, you lost the low here. Bull div probably. You do have some support here. Let's see if you hold this area here right around 2 cents. And if you can continue to push. But yeah, if not, you're looking to get rejected. Get rejected back down to this area down here around 18.5. Let's call it 18.5. Breaking this high would be significant. Looking for that continuation. Okay. Patience on Jasmine. I think Jasmine is very bullish, but maybe a little bit overhyped right now. But yeah, you're within this range, right? You're within this range. So to get out of this range is going to take some power. And that's what I got for Jasmine. Hopefully that helps you. Okay, Bitcoin rolling over as expected. Buying up here, coming in. Buying up, coming here. Looking to come to VWAP at least. short idea was pretty much given in advance. We didn't want to jump into it and fight it, but nice little move here. Nice little move. See, if you weren't here, like, what are people telling you? Like, oh, we're going to the friggin' moon? No. No. Look at this thing. Liquidity. Bart Simpson. Back down we go. Back down we go. Now at VWAP, we're not taking this trade right away. Retesting the highs right now. Okay. Retesting the highs right now. If we come back and retest anywhere along here, I'm going short. Nice push through. Nice. No buyers coming in. Here we come to VWAP. So at VWAP, we're looking for a reaction, right? We're looking for this thing to have a reaction. Hitting VWAP now. A little bounce. Okay. Look at VWAP do its job. Okay, a little bounce. So after this, a bounce up, depending on how high it gets, we can look for continuation back down to this liquidity down below here. Okay. If we get some sort of bull div here, we can be looking for a long here as well. Okay. Close 75%. Nice, Michael. Okay, bounce off view up here, pushing back. Thank you guys for being here, smashing those likes. How's it going, Rodney? Good to see you, man. Mr. Will, how's it going? Bruno da Costa, can you look at Ton? Can you look at Sui again? Yeah, I guess so. Ton and Sui. Buenos dias, amigo. Hey, Curtis Neal, man. How's it going, bro? I thought you were on vacation, man. You can't help yourself. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. What's going on, man? Having a good day or what? Are you on vacation or what? What are you saying? I am good Wi-Fi. My man. Nice rejection here. This is looking decent. Okay, so it's got some power here. Remember, you take the stairs up, you take the elevator down, as they say, right? Cooking breakfast for the fam. Hope things are good with you and yours. Yeah, really good. Family's gone home after a wedding and now preparing for the baby. Nesting, as they call it. We are nesting. We are in full nest mode, man. So I'm too blessed to be stressed. Looking to make some money this morning. We got to pay for diapers, baby. No long as of yet. Looking for this to continue down. Okay, VWAP's being a little bit of a barrier right now, but I don't know how long it will hold. Acceptance back into this range would be ideal as well. All right, we got a lot of chop here over the weekend, creating quite a big range. So if we go and we isolate the range here, we can see coming down point of control within this range, right? So if we come to this range, then we look to come to the value area. Low of this range, discount zone, okay? Discount zone looking to come back down to 58,000. Look at the drop. Yeah, boy. Look at that. Punching through VWAP like a champ. VWAP flip. VWAP flip. Can it continue to run down the price action today? Nice. Nice. We're not chasing price to the downside. We should have got short this morning. That's okay. Wasn't really there for us. Triple top, rollover, recovery. Looking at Ton here for you, my man. Ton, nice recovery. Okay, coming back up, holding this as support. Your key level is going to be definitely over here, right around $6.23. I actually bought some Ton on this dip here, right around $5.30, I believe. So holding the 6.23. The key is going to be taking out these highs. Okay, Ton needs to somewhat consolidate here, break out and take out those highs and reclaim. Okay, reclaim, continue up. For now, look for 623 to hold on Ton coin, but a nice push. Okay, a very nice push. I'm bullish on Ton. I have bought some now, so I put my money where my mouth is, I guess. Yeah, a little bit of a retrace here. Let's see if that holds. If you do drop any lower, I'd be looking at these areas in here, and here probably. So these two areas. If you do come down, if you lose that support at around 625, then I look for 580 and 540 as support levels and possible goodbye entry areas. Okay, looks like we're rolling over pretty hard here on Bitcoin with the short this morning. Coming back, grabbing a lot of liquidity. Beautiful, beautiful dumpage happening on Bitcoin right now. That's why you can't just long into this morning kind of move. It's very dangerous. So we were right about the short. We didn't take it though. You can't win them all. So this is our golden pocket area. It has since been cinched. Okay. Look at this rollover, man. My God. I don't want to add to this or get into this. I just want to be patient here. This is where we want price to come, right? 56.8, I think, our very clear line in the sand. 56.8. Not getting along here. Coming, grabbing liquidity right down from the value area low as we speak. Is there any news or anything dumping the markets right now? Do you guys know? Let's take a look. Bitcoin miner digital, Marathon Digital, raising $250 million to purchase more Bitcoin. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I don't see any significant news. Even Biddy needs to poop. BRN, thank you for being here. The wife and I are stacking up on diapers as we speak. Yeah. We just went and bought a whole bunch. So, I mean, pardon me. Don't know how long it'll be in newborn diapers. So I don't want to just have a million diapers. Nice rollover here for Bitcoin. So we want to see established bottoms before we look for any sort of long trade right now. Clearly rolling over, right? So we can look for retest back up to VWAP and continuation down. That's another trade we can look at here. Just blowing through all this. So can I look at Pepe? It's crashing heavily. I mean, Pepe is just within this previous range, right? So you can see very clearly here. Pepe is just down. Pepe is just revisiting the previous range. So your previous range is here. Coming back to see grandma. Yeah, man. So like, can it hold your point of control? Will it get above? This is your significant high that you need to break to get up into higher prices. And this is where you're looking to hold. So I typically put these underneath. So Pepe's, it's down. Yeah, of course it's down. It's a meme coin, right? It's a meme coin. That doesn't mean it won't do well this bull run, but it does mean that, shit coins get hit harder, right? You look to come back down to this area in here. You got to break above this 8-7 area here, and you got to hold this 7-4 zone. So keeping it simple, man. Bitcoin's rolling over on people's heads. Our baby is coming in February, just trying to buy some now to spread out the cost. Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. I mean, ours is in September. September is 7th, early September. So too blessed to be stressed, though, man. First baby. Can't wait. Yeah, don't stress on Pepe. I mean, if you're buying Pepe on spot, your idea should be that it's going to perform well this bull run. Okay. If you're looking at where your discount zone is, it's very much like discount on Pepe's down here. Okay. So if you're buying a little bit above that, I mean, got to watch our greed. I think overall, I think we all got a little bit too greedy on all this pushing up, right? Naturally, the markets will correct us in our thoughts, and what we want is not necessarily what's going to happen, right? We had this run up quite early on Bitcoin, and now, we're getting chopped around, right? Push up, chop down. Push up, chop down, right? Great volatility, though. We can't complain about the volatility, can we? Beautiful downwards move today, coming back and retesting this 58,000 key area. We'll see how it reacts. Okay. Remember, our 12-hour was kind of our daily and our 12-hour were kind of the lines in the sand that we said this morning that looked bearish. Okay, we get in a red dot here on our daily, our 12-hour. We were anticipating a rollover here with their trigger wave. Money flow coming out, right? Money flow on the 12-hour looked bearish. Losing the zero line on stochastics, okay? This all looked bearish this morning, right? So short-term time frames, you got to be prioritizing your long-term time frames. They might not play out immediately, but they will, right? They will. Always be checking the sidebar here and how much is left in your candle, right? You got 5 minutes left in your 1 hour candle, right? So this is a significant candle now because it's been cooked, right? If it was a new candle, it wouldn't have as much data as well. So that's something also to bring to your attention when looking at your time frames is how long till this prints, right? How long does it take for this to print? And now we're going to get a printing in 5 minutes, right? What is this going to look like? This is going to look like this, right? We're going to be coming down now because this is a very bearish candle. And that also gives you a way of predicting what this is going to look like for the next candle. So if you have a big drop initially early on in like your hourly time frame, in your first, let's say 10 minutes of your time frame, and you drop heavily, that could give you bias to the downside, right, for continuation, right? Or if you get a big rejection here in the short-term time frames, that can give you bias for the upside, right? You gotta be using time to your advantage. Price can go up, down, and a long time. Okay, a long time. So you got time to deal with, and you got up and down. That's all you have to deal with, right? Look at this big bearish engulfing candle, right? Down, down, down. Steps to the top, elevator down. Typical Bitcoin price action. See you, Michael. Got to run to the beach. Have a great day. Yeah, have a great day, man. Have a great day. Okay, so now with this, like everybody wants to short. So it's the same idea. We don't want to be jumping into, we have our buy level down below. We don't want to be just jumping into shorts right now. We can see we had an aggressive sell-off. Push up, sell off. Okay, back to basically an equilibrium of the range. We chill. Right? You can look for a retest of the VWAP and a continuation down, but right now, no trade. The trade was obviously the short this morning. We did not take it, but some of you guys did. So congratulations. I'm going to sign off right now, but it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hopefully you've enjoyed this stream, and hopefully we can continue to make money in the future together. All right. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys on Trading Wars at 1 o'clock. Peace.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves, that of low casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional pain. I'm trapping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter gang with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get above the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves, that of low casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional pain. I'm trapping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter gang with an auto flame. get another play. They playing guys so pretentious. Drapes in these waters forbidden. Well, indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me, but it's TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making them moves, data flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional pain. I'm trapping this game, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter game with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing guys so pretentious. Drapes in these waters forbidden. Well, indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me, but it's TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto.